Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's tutorial. So today I'm going to be doing a makeup look inspired by Jennifer Lawrence. So I'm going to be recreating the look that she wore to the LA premiere of Dark Phoenix. So she wore a beautiful smoky bronze eye and her lips were nude, and she wore just a really beautiful hairstyle as well. She had wavy hair and it was taken back into a low bun. And I just thought it was such a beautiful look, it would be great to recreate. So let's get started with the look. So to start the look, I'm going to be doing my eyes first, and I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Pomade Concealer as an eyeshadow base. So to set my eyeshadow base, I'm going to be using this Smashbox palette here, and I'm going to be using the shade Work It, which is just a really nice nude shade. So it's this shade right here. I'm just going to put that all over the lid. So the palette that I'll be using today is one from Maybelline, and it's one of their City Mini Collection palettes. And the shade I have is Rooftop Bronzes. So it's just really nice because it has nice neutral shades and they're all really shimmery, which makes it a bit different. Normally the neutral shades are matte, but this one has all shimmery shades, which I really like, and it will suit this look that I'm going to recreate. So first of all, I'm going to be using this nice bronze color here in the side of the palette, and I'm going to work that all over the lid and just into the crease. The next shade in the palette I'll be using is a slightly darker shade. So it's going to be this shade right here in the palette. It's a slightly darker brown shimmer. I'm going to use that in the outer crease area and just a little bit on the outside corner of my eye. So next I'm going to be taking that bronze shade that I used on my lid, the bronze shade. I'm just going to put that on the bottom lower lash line all the way through. So next I'm going to be using this nice champagne tone right here in the palette, and I'm going to use that on the brow bone and also on the inner corners here of my eyes. So the next shade in the palette I'm going to be using again is this one right here, which is the nice brown shimmer, and I'm going to use that on the lower lash line all the way through. So now in this palette I'm going to use the gold shade, which is this one in the corner, and I'm going to use that all over the lid. So next I'm going to be using an eyeliner, and the eyeliner I'll be using is one from Palladio. It's a cosmetic brand for makeup artists. This one is a brown, and the reason why I'm using a brown is because Jennifer definitely had a brown type of eyeliner on. It wasn't black, so it didn't look too harsh as well. So this is a great alternative if you want to have a smoky eye and line the inner rims and waterline of your eye, but you don't want it to look too harsh. So I'm just going to do the waterline and the top half of my eye. So the mascara I'll be using today is one from Maybelline, and it is called the Colossal Volume Express Mascara in Cat Eyes. So now moving on to base, I'm going to start with this Luminous Glow Primer from LA Girl, and the shade I have is called Sunlit. So I'm just going to put the primer on my face, and then I'm going to work it in with the brush. For foundation, I'm going to be using one from Rimmel. So I'm going to use the Match Perfection foundation from Rimmel, and the shade I have is Soft Beige 200. For concealer, I'm going to be using another Maybelline product. I'm going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind in medium. And I'm going to use this in the areas I need a bit more coverage, around my eyes, around my nose, and on my cheeks and chin. So now I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Infallible Concealer, and the shade I have is light medium. So I'm just going to use that for any extra coverage that I need. So now moving on to contouring, I'm going to be using my Rimmel Insta Duo Contour Stick. And I have the shade number 3, which is Deep, and I believe that's the darkest shade they have. So I'm going to use this stick as a contouring color. So next for highlighting, I'm going to be using the same Rimmel stick, and I'm just going to be using the highlighting side of it, and I'm going to highlight all the high points of my face. So next, for some color on my cheeks, I'm going to be using this stick here from Palladio, and the color I have is the shade Lovely, and it's just a really nice kind of like a peachy kind of corally shade. And this is actually a stick that you can use on your lips as well, so it's kind of like a stick that's multi-purpose. So moving on to eyebrows, I'm going to be using my LA Girl brow pencil, and it's the Shady Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. I'm just going to brush up my brows first to see the shade. And next I'm just going to use really fine strokes upwards to define my brows and fill in any sparse areas. So next, to set my eyebrows, I'm going to be using my Boho Brows Clear Soap. So lastly, I'm going to be doing my lips. So Jennifer wore a wonderful nude lip, and her lips were kind of like a matte. So I'm going to be using my Velvet Teddy lipstick from MAC, and I'll be using a lip liner as well from NYX in the shade Nude. So there you go, this is my finished Jennifer Lawrence inspired makeup look from the Dark Phoenix premiere. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. I hope you love this makeup. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video, and I will see you guys next week.